It's the turbulent 60s when a man named
Hideo Kojima
is born.
I was born in Japan in 1963 and lived there up until I was 3. And then I moved to Japan, and that's where I grew up. When I was a baby boy,
I was so scared!
While Kojima is studying economics in college, he discovers a new love.
I had a lot of free time, and that's when I started playing video games. Namely, games on the
Famicom. The game that changed my life. The game of my destiny. Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers.
Kojima decides to pursue a career in the game.
I was part of an economics seminar during my 4th year in college when I told my professor and colleagues that I was going to join the video game industry. They told me, "No way, stop and think twice about what you're doing." I joined Konami in 1986.
The aspiring game designer has some problems fitting in at first.
I was given this particular game plan, and I worked on it for 6 months. But the thing was,
I didn't know anything about memory space in a game or the
actual method of how to assemble a game and put together a game. I never thought
about the actual schedule or timeline of when to do what. Then my boss called me and said, After the game was dropped, the company came to me and told me to create a combat game based on a game based on war. I wanted to do something more like The Great Escape, where you actually run instead of shoot. When I came up with this game plan, my superiors in the company said,
Hey boy, what a beautiful day!
I would think that trying to sell a video game idea like that, where you don't kill anybody, don't kill, and
Kojima comes up with the idea of a stealth where players take the role of Snake. Solid's a special forces operative who must defeat a walking nuclear tank called
Metal Gear.
Snake.
After 2 or 3 months of development, the game started moving. The game system was ready, and you could actually sneak a character.
Snake.
The enemy saw you, exclamation point. When we got to this point, the team members played it and they said,
This is awesome!
And from then on, development went really smooth.
After a long, hard road, Kojima releases his first game in 1987.
Metal Gear.
The game was for the MSX system. It wasn't a big market, but when the game came out, Metal Gear 2 was released in 1990. After that, I started working on Police Knots. That's when I started hearing rumors about the PlayStation.
In 1995, Sony gives birth to the 32-bit era by introducing the PlayStation.
The PlayStation.
The PlayStation. When I saw how advanced these new systems coming out were, I started thinking about a new action game.
Kojima decides to revisit the Metal Gear franchise.
We established this company called
Konami Computer Entertainment Japan.
Konami Computer Entertainment Japan.
Konami Computer Entertainment Japan in 1996
in Tokyo, in order to develop Solid for the PlayStation.
The PlayStation
It allowed me to do more things that I wanted to do for the whole infiltration experience. Since what I wanted to do was, I used these polygons to create a 3D environment.
Mr. Kojima interviewed me and said, I'm now working on them, so Metal Gear Solid happened to be the first game I worked on.
when we talk about the Metal Gear series, you also have to talk.
By 1996,
Kojima did with Metal Gear Solid was kind of take this is one heck of a game, you know.
It can tell like what I'm playing and
Metal Gear Solid is unveiled to the masses at E3 in 1997.
Like one of my Japanese animes.
Poetry that I wrapped it into my pillow. I made you with the time I had forgot.
I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise.
writing.